So you've been wondering about how property taxes work in Cape Coral, Florida. Well, then this video is for you. Whether you're debating a move to the area or are a homeowner curious about how your property taxes work, well then this video is for you. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Braden Milner and I'm a third-generation realtor and lifelong local of this beautiful city. And in today's video, we're going to be covering the intricacies of real estate taxes and the legal aspects that come with property ownership in this beautiful part of the Sunshine State. So stay tuned as we unravel the complexities of real estate taxes in Cape Coral and provide you with the knowledge to navigate these waters confidently. Now let's start with the basics. In Cape Coral, like much of Florida, your property tax plays a pivotal role in local funding. But what exactly is it? Property taxes here are commonly known as ad valorem taxes, which is Latin for according to value. Simply put, this tax is based on the value of your property. Each property is assessed for its value, and then that's where the mill rate comes in. Think of the mill rate as the tax rate applied to your property's value. The mill rate is essentially the amount of tax that you pay per $1,000 of your property's assessed value. So for instance, if the mill rate is $10 and your property's assessed value is $100,000, your property tax will be $1,000. This will either be paid once yearly or collected monthly by your lender in your mortgage payment. Now that you understand how your taxes are determined, let's briefly touch base on how you can reduce your taxable value and save on your taxes. This reduction on your taxable value will be achieved through Florida's homestead exemption. This exemption allows homeowners who use their property as a primary residence to get a reduction in their property's taxable value, up to $50,000. Going back to our previous example, with your $10 mill rate and $100,000 assessed value, you would now have a $10 mill rate on $50,000 of taxable value, which would reduce your tax bill in half, or by $500. This is a substantial savings, so make sure that your primary residence is homesteaded. More on this later. So you got your tax bill and you feel like it's a bit too high. Let's talk about what can be done. If you believe your property tax assessment in Cape Coral is unfair, you have the right to protest it. Let's see how. First, it's crucial to gather all relevant documents. This includes your current tax notice and any evidence supporting your claim that the assessment is incorrect. An important document in this process is the valuation report. This report outlines how the county arrived at your property's value. Examine this report closely. Look for any errors in property description, size, or comparisons made. If you find any discrepancies or have evidence that similar properties are valued differently, compile this information for your protest. Be mindful of the deadlines. Property tax protest has a strict timeline, and missing it could forfeit your chance to appeal. Submit your protest in writing, either through a formal letter or via the county's designated online system. If the county's conclusion after your protest isn't agreeable, you're not at a dead end. You can take further steps, such as requesting a hearing with the county review board, or even pursuing legal advice if necessary. Now let's move on to property tax rates in Cape Coral. Did you know that the total real estate value in Cape Coral is a staggering $21.8 billion? That's a significant figure reflecting the area's growth and development. At the time of recording this video, average property tax rate here stands at around 1.57%. And while this rate may vary from property to property and year to year, it's a figure that every property owner and prospective resident should be mindful of. Now that you have an idea of what your Cape Coral's property tax rate might be, let's talk about what those terms mean on your tax bill. When you receive your tax bill, it's crucial that you know what you're reading and fully understand what your tax bill is showing. This starts with knowing the terminology. So let's break down some key terms. First up, market assessed value. This is the estimated price your property would sell for on the open market. It's determined by the property appraiser. It's based on historical sales of similar properties and gives you an idea of your property's market position. Next is the cap assessed value. This is your property's assessed value after the application of Florida's Save Our Homes cap. This cap limits the increase in value for tax purposes, providing a buffer against drastic tax increases due to market spikes. Then there's the taxable value. It's your property's assessed value minus any authorized exemptions like the homestead exemption. The taxable value is what's used to calculate the actual property tax that you owe. These concepts directly influence your tax bill. The higher your assessed and taxable values, the higher your property tax. So knowing these terms helps you fully understand your tax assessment. Now let's break down some legal strategies to potentially reduce your property tax in Cape Coral. As we mentioned earlier, a key strategy is taking advantage of exemptions, the most common one being the homestead exemption. This exemption applies to your primary residence and can reduce your property's taxable value by up to $50,000, significantly lowering your tax bill. Another great aspect of the homestead exemption is the Save Our Homes cap. This limits the increase in the assessed value of your homesteaded property to a maximum of 3% per year, or the rate of inflation, whichever is lower. This cap is great as it protects you from sudden and significant increases in your property tax due to market fluctuations. Understanding and utilizing these strategies can lead to substantial savings on your property taxes. As we all know, housing expenses, including property taxes, have been on the rise, impacting homeowners significantly. In Cape Coral, like many places around the country, this increase is a major factor in the overall cost of homeownership. It's not just the mortgage, it's the ongoing costs like taxes, maintenance, and insurance. These rising expenses can strain your budget, especially if they increase faster than your income. That's why it's crucial to have a solid budget in place. Start by understanding the full scope of your housing expenses, including property taxes. Allocating a portion of your monthly budget to these expenses can prevent surprises and financial strain down the road. Planning ahead and staying informed about potential changes in property taxes will help you manage your finances more effectively. Remember, staying informed about local real estate tax laws is crucial, and seeking professional advice can be very beneficial. Thank you all for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it. Your support helps me bring more content just like this to you. And remember, if you're looking to buy or sell in our local Southwest Florida real estate market, or anywhere in the nation through one of our partner agents, I'd love to help you out. Click the link in the description below to schedule a consultation call now to discuss your real estate goals. Or you can send me a call or text at 239-634-8639. I can also be reached via email at contact@bradenmilner.com. And for some blog posts, educational resources, property search, and much more, you can check out my website at bradenmilner.com. I hope you all enjoyed this video and got a comprehensive look into how property taxes work in Cape Coral, Florida. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next week.